Hey everyone, welcome. So let's do a reformer series today. This is a segment that I usually teach in a 50-minute hour reformer class. We're only going to be on one medium spring for this entire segment. I kind of look at it as around the world. I'll be facing you and then facing back and then do the other side away. A little bit of speed skating, kneeling work, upper body, core. So if you're a teacher, it's a nice little segment to fit into a class. And if you're a practitioner, it's a nice, challenging few minutes. Well, more than a few minutes. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I'll tell you about the setup. I want you to have the handles on. Again, one medium spring. We're going to be standing on the platform, so try your best to get any kind of foot bar-ish stuff out of the way. Foot bars down. I'm going to be using a ring for the standing portion. If you don't have a ring, you can use a ball. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more fun stuff, Pilates stuff via myself. And let's get started. Okay, grab your ring or your ball. I'm gonna walk around and face you, standing on the carriage. Be careful, standing platform first and then up. We're gonna do a little bit of a warming up because medium spring's kind of light. So you're in a turned out position, slight turned out. My platform is pretty thin, so it's not the greatest, but whatever, I can do it. So I'm a slight turned out. The ring's gonna come along for the ride. I'm gonna hold that ring long and go out, out, out. Oh, and then in all the way. Okay, like I said, we're kind of getting our mojo on this medium spring. If you're not used to doing it on a little bit of a light spring, like speed skating, just take it up one notch, take it to a heavy. But you'll see why I have it on this medium here in a second. You're really not doing anything with the ring. Arms are just staying long. As I bring the carriage in, I'm thinking I'm growing taller, bringing my inner thighs in. You might crash. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. There you go. There's a crash. Few more here. So since I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable, I'm going out a little further. One more. Just breathe in and out. No big deal. Moving on. My arms are going to go straight up to the ceiling. If that's doable for you, I'm holding that ring. I'm going to add a side bend. As I go on over, adding that side bend, and then back on up. And over. Kind of like that ring is my halo. So the crown of my head is pointing straight up, right in between that ring. All right, I'm starting to feel my inner thighs say hello. Couple more here. Oh, 2 for good measure. Don't cut yourself short. Bring that carriage all the way on in, like those inner thighs are going to come together. Mine come together maybe more than yours do, but that's okay. I'm cool with it. It's been like that for a long time. And arms come in front of us. Here we go. You're going to keep the feet in the same position. Bend those elbows to the sides of the room. Take the carriage out. You want to find a place where you're going to hold that carriage out. So wherever that is, you find it. Wide turned out squat, squeeze the ring, and then tiny release of the ring, come up to straight legs. All right, here we go. All right, settle on in. We're going to be here a little bit. Squeezing that ring, waking up that upper body. I have a slight tuck of my tail, like I'm almost doing a wall squat. I'm avoiding sticking my butt back. You go down as low as what works for you. Clearly, going down pretty low is hard to come back up. But that's okay, we got it. Few more here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Heavy in those heels to lift up. I'm gonna hold it down there. Hold it down there. I'm gonna hold that squeeze, up to you. Extend that carriage leg long and bend it in. Out and in. So the foot leg on that standing platform is gonna stay bent, and still it's gonna start to burn. You're extending the carriage leg and bending it, so your height is never changing. I'm starting to get tired. 2, 1, hold both knees bent. Let's go to the standing side. This one's a little bit more challenging. Again, you're not trying to go up. You're trying to stay with those knees perfectly bent. Good job. Geez, can't wait to do this on the other side. I can't say I'm really squeezing the ring the whole time. I forgot about it, actually. I'll start squeezing it. 3, 1, coming back through center. Come on, guys, hold it, hold it. Let's lift the heel of the carriage foot. Arms go long. Rotate back through center. So now you're holding that turned out squat isometrically, hip bones shining ahead as you add that rotation. Hold the arms forward. Let's pulse down. This is it. Okay, pulse down. That right heel is lifted, whatever foot's on the carriage. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Foot goes flat. Come all the way on in. Ugh. I can't believe we have to do that on the other side, but we're not going to do it yet. We're going to go to our kneeling series next, but I'm just taking a moment to exhale. All right, carefully come off your reformer. You don't need the ring. Get rid of it until we go to the other side. Kneel, facing back. We're going to kneel facing back. If kneeling bothers your knees, grab the long box. So I'm going to hook my toes on the back edge of the carriage, and I need to make a change with my reformer because this bar's in my way, so I'm just going to flip it over. If you have that, do that too. All right. I'm kneeling a little bit turned out with my knees. Again, my toes are hooked on back. I'm going to grab a hold onto the left strap. My right hand palm is going to go on the shoulder rest. Easy peasy to start. We're still on 1 medium spring. Let's take that arm back and forward. Slowing things down. You know, we're starting a new series. Catching our breath and finding that smooth breath. Arm is nice and long, triceps in play, chest proud towards the rails. No big deal. I'm going to be adding on here soon, and it's going to be a bit of a balance challenge. I want you to be careful on this first one. You're taking your arm back with control. On this next one, I want you to hold that arm straight back there. Can you sit up nice and tall, keeping that arm back there, engaging that core, hinging at the hip, find that shoulder rest, arm goes forward. Inhale, exhale, arm goes back, pause. Again, coming on up, I feel my core kind of shaking a bit, hinging, and then back. Inhale, exhale, arm goes back, pause. Up, 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 hinge, and back. So my left arm, the working arm, is really starting to feel the heat. Back down and up. When you hinge up, You can feel this in the tops of your thighs right here, like we're going into a thigh stretch, which we will soon. Couple more here. I'm starting to shake. Next one. Hold that arm back there. I'm going to make a fist. Let's bend that elbow and straighten for tricep presses. Stick your tail back towards the foot bar. Chest is proud and open. I'm looking at my balanced body sign ahead of me. 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Moving into some thigh stretch. You're going to keep the same handle. Choke up. My left hand's choking up on the tape. I'm widening the stance of my knees. I like it better this way. I kind of have some delicate knees in my mind, so I'm turning them out. My right hand's going to go behind my head, elbow wide. A bit of thigh stretch, arm stays long. Back we go. Back, it's a hinge at the knees. Hinge, hinge, hinge. And then up you go slowly. For these first few, I want you to be careful. I wish I had a net that was available to catch me, but I doubt you do too. So we want to take things slow. My range, as far as hinging back, is going to look different from yours. So who cares what I'm doing? Just do you. Oh, my heart rate is lifting. Good job, everybody. On this next one, I want you to hold it. Hold it, hinge, row, and then back. I'm tucking my tail under. You feel this at the tops of your thighs. Some serious quad burn. A rowing, relaxing that left shoulder away from the ear, opening up to your left. Come on, get into your best thigh stretch. You don't think I think this is terrible? It's awful. 3 more. 2. Yes, you can. 1. Done. Up. That was very not graceful, but I was really tired. Nice job. I'm gonna do that whole thing over again. I don't like to stay kneeling. I need a break on my knees. I'm gonna do that standing series, but before we do, we're gonna add in a little baby plank. Just baby, since we're on that blue spring, nothing fancy. Let's walk those feet back. Finding those feet with those toes, forearms go down. From here, let's go out and hold it. Just holding in here. I'm flexing my feet, getting that nice stretch in my calves, and just holding in here. Let's slowly take the carriage forward, 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 and back. My head's in line with my spine. I don't care how far forward you take the carriage, you do you. Slow and controlled. Pushing heavy down with those forearms. Hold that plank, hold that plank. We're gonna pike our hips up, legs go straight. Up we go, back down, pause, take the carriage forward and back. Let's go up, down, carriage forward and back. Is anyone else having a good time? I know I am. Down, forward, back. One more. Forward, back, done. Woo! I'm tired. And I'm upset that I have to go to the other side, but I'm going to. All right, here we go. I'm coming off the reformer. I'm going to pull my pants up, pull my shirt up, so I don't have a wardrobe malfunction. Coming on up. I'm going to grab my ring. I'm going to get this piece of my foot bar out of the way for this squat series. All right. Turning, facing away from you. I know. Great vantage point. Foot on the standing platform. Other foot goes on up. I'm in a turned out position. From here, arms go long. Let's do it. Out, out, out. And in. All right. So good news. I'm not doing anything different on this second side. I'd hope I wouldn't do anything different. We got one more side to do of each. Reset. You know what's ahead of us? Just find your breath. In. Out. And in. Arms straight up to the ceiling. Over. Side bend, side bend, side bend. And then back through center. Well, I can't really see my form, but I can see my shadow. Which, I don't know, I guess is fine. I can see my head is in line, perfectly center with that ring following it. I'm just trying to avoid what's coming up. All right, give me two more. Last one. Center, arms forward, bend those elbows to the sides of the room. Take that carriage out to where you feel comfortable. Make sure my feet are where they need to be. As I bend both knees, squeeze the ring. Come on up to long legs. Bend and straighten. The carriage is going to move a little. I know it will. Proud chest. Adding that squeeze as you go down. Ooh. Few more. It's pretty fine to go down low. It's the coming up part that's hard. On this next one, I want you to hold it. Hold it. Carriage leg extends and bend. You can have a constant squeeze on the ring or not. Doesn't matter to me. Three, two, one. Hold the left leg bent, right and left. All right. The ends inside. We are almost there. Use that breath. I promise it's going to help. Hold. Keep that left heel lifted or lift that left heel. Let's rotate and back through center. It's not a video with me unless I screw up in some way. Makes me more relatable. Come on, get as low as you can. Hold the arms forward. Let's pulse down. Okay, come on. Yes, we can. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, Done. Woohoo! Yikes. That was hard. Goodbye. Carefully come off. One more thing to do. Woo. All right. I'm gonna move this footbar piece out of my way. Kneeling one more time. Feet back, knees open, hinging forward. My left palm is gonna go on the shoulder rest. Let's grab a hold on to that right handle. I like to have my fingertips free, totally up to you. Let's take that right arm back and slowly forward. Okay, all over again with this thigh stretch. Single arm, I might add. I'm sticking my tail back and my chest is proud towards the floor in front of me. And I'm saying, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. You know, like the little train. All right, I'll stop talking. On this next one, hold that arm back there. Hold, please be careful. Coming on up, finding that balance, keeping that arm back there, hinging forward. Arm slowly forward. Inhale, exhale back, pause. That arm is glued back there. This is when you come up to that balance. Finding the shoulder rest. So take it into parts. Part one, arm goes back, pause. Part two, we come up. 3, hinge forward. 4, arm forward. Let's keep going, a few more. Back, up, down. One more. Oops, it's a crash. It's okay, it's cool. Up, down, back. Now I'm gonna make a fist with the handle. Take the arm back, pause, bend that elbow and straighten. My right arm is really tired. I'm gonna take a big breath in and out for this last tricep push. Relaxing my shoulders away from my ear. Last 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay, thigh stretch, choke up on that handle. Again, I'm gonna widen my stance. Left hand's gonna go behind my head. Take the first one slow. Arm stays long. Back we go. And up. Slight tuck of the tail. And then up. Here's sometimes the tendency that we see. No, it's not so much extension, is that your head is in line with shoulder, waist, hip. It's a hinge at the knee. So your butt is going towards your heels. These are one of these moves that if you have a mirror, it does help because you can check yourself out. All right, unfortunately, we're gonna stay down there. Down, pause, rotate, center. Okay. We are almost there, opening up that arm towards the back, breathing. Can you give me 3 more? Two. This is your last and best. And up. Whew. Woo! Well, I had fun. I hope you did too. I'm sure you can't wait to see the whole class, right? If that's just a part of it. So thanks for joining me. I hope you liked it, and I will see you back on the reformer, the mat, the chair, or the springboard.